a lot of entrepreneurs, I think they have a hard time getting started with the software. For example, QuickBooks. And I don't blame them because really, there are some sophisticated things that entrepreneurs need to do as they're getting started with a software, even a very friendly software like QuickBooks. For instance, setting up your chart of accounts.
Right.
You can keep track of the money in, money out, but if your accounts aren't set up properly, the utility of that information could be limited. So can you speak a little bit to to working through that process that may be a little complicated? Do you need an accountant? Do you need to, how do you get through that?
And that's a really good question. I'm going to say you need an accountant, right? Because that's what I do. So I think you do. But to your point, there's an accounting aspect or business aspect to these softwares. They are, again, financial technology. So yeah, you can get it to work technically, but to your point, how do you make it work in terms of from an accounting standpoint? And typically some people take the approach of studying the accounting piece on their own, right? Something as simple as Googling, how do I set up a chart of accounts is not far-fetched, or even reading, Accountants for Dummies, which I've, read before as an accountant, as a CPA. So there's practical ways to approach this type of issue. If you can afford it and have the resource where some CPA or can trust somebody, and you think that it's a good investment, because that's what a CPA or attorney is. It's an investment. It's not a cost. It's an investment, because this person hopefully will be with you throughout your duration of your startup and beyond. I would recommend getting a professional to help you with this, even if it's not on a full-time basis, even if it's just to run questions by, I would recommend it. And that's what, as a plug, that's what I do with G&A Consulting, is provide that type of consultation at a low price, with high quality information, because I know it is tough, and that's what the business does, is that it helps startup businesses get those type of answers. So I do recommend reaching out to a professional if possible. If not, you're going to have to do it yourself, which is much easier now with the internet.